What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Escape the 4Z here, and today we are here doing our Q&A video. Before I start, I'd like to say thank you guys for helping me make it through my first year of YouTube, and I have to say it's been a pretty good year for us, and I'm hoping our next year will be even better. I am here with Jinx, aka Bree. She is in the chat with me right now on Skype. You could say hello.
Hey.
And Bree will be helping out with some of the questions and etc. So we are going to start with the Twitter questions. So our first question comes from AO Tempo. He says, what is your favorite game of all time? Well, I really enjoyed playing the Mario Kart games back in the day. For example, Mario Kart Wii and the Nintendo 64 systems, as well as no, that's just a system. I meant to say Mario Kart 64 was definitely my favorite Mario Kart of all time, just because it was like the first 3D Mario Kart that I got to play, and it was just so much fun to play. I'm just gonna lower that for a second. But yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite Mario Karts to play. I really enjoyed playing it, and that was definitely one of my favorite games of all time. Thank you, Tempo, for sending in that question. It's Mr. Blackout coming in with the next question. Why are you not understanding this question? Why are you still reading this? Well, I'm gonna skip that question in that case. So thank you, Blackout, for sending in that question. I do understand what you're trying to say there. So, Camper Friendly asks, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is pasta. I really love to eat pasta, especially the Italian pasta that I have at home. It's pretty amazing food, and I love how my grandmother makes like the special ingredient in there, and it makes it taste really, really, really good. So, thank you for sending in that question, Camper. Moving on to the next question. Fusion asks, got milk? Depends what milk you want. Do you want chocolate or vanilla? And you better not be saying that in the perverted way, Fusion. I really hope you're not. So, just give me an answer for that later on. Thank you, Fusion, for that question. Slaughter asks, why do you need to escape the 4Zs? Are you telling me that the 4Zs is like a disease thing, Slaughter? Is that what you're telling me right now? I honestly don't know what the hell you're trying to say there, Slaughter, but I guess I don't need to escape the 4Zs. I guess it's just the name that I came up with, if that's what you're asking, Slaughter. Thank you for sending in that question, I suppose. Alright, so I got a question from Bree, and she asks, if you can go anywhere in the world with anyone, where would you go, and who would you take with you? Ooh, wow, this is a very, this question. Alright. So, if I had to go anywhere in the world, I would love to visit Italy. Italy is a great country, I heard, and there's a lot of historic background there. Plus, that's where my family is from, and a lot of my family comes from Italy, and it's a very historic place to go to. And I would love to learn where my family came from. And if I had to take one person in this entire world, I would take the person who's sitting in the call right next to me right now. I would take you, Bree. I would love to take you to Italy to just show the part of the world to you, you know? I would love to show you parts of the world, you know, because I want to explore the world someday and hopefully go to different places around the globe. I would love to start in Italy at one point because, you know, it's where I come from. Everyone tells me I'm an Italian from New Jersey. You know that stuff. So, thank you. Oh, yeah, another reason I want to go to Italy, the food. The food is absolutely ridiculously good. Really fat. Yeah, I'm definitely going to come home fat from Italy. I'm definitely going to come home fat. So don't be surprised if I come home fat from Italy. So thank you, Bree, for sending in that question. We actually got another question from you later on. But all right, so the Hidden Champ asks, if you can have any superpower, what would it be? And don't be a bitch and say the power to have all powers. Screw you, Champ. I was actually going to say that. Just kidding. I would have to say the power to fly. I would love to be able to fly places because, to be honest, it's a pain in the ass to take an airplane ride somewhere, and it's just like you just sit there and you're just like doing nothing on the plane, not a lot of space to move around. I mean, I like planes and stuff, I love flying, but I would love to be able to fly on my own, you know, breathe in the thin air and stuff like that and just like fly among the clouds. That would be awesome. I would love to have that superpower. Thank you, Champ, for sending in that question. Chaos the 4Z, aka my co-clan leader, shout out to him. Why do you have such big eyebrows, and what are your future plans with YouTube? What? Why are people asking me about my eyebrows? I don't understand that. Why do I have big eyebrows? I really don't know, my friend. I really don't know. I guess it's just there just because it's there. I really don't know. And what are your future plans at YouTube? I continue to plan, I plan on continuing to stay with YouTube for quite some time. Not sure how long I'm going to be with it. I'm definitely going to stay on YouTube as long as I possibly can. When I'm in college, though, unfortunately, I'm going to have to slow things down a bit. But I'm going to try to keep this channel for as long as I possibly can so you guys can continue to see some videos every once in a while. Thank you, Chaos, for sending in that question. Naughty Inmate says, will you twerk for us? I would have to say no, but...
I have to.
Yeah, alright. But Naughty, I appreciate you sending in that question, trying to be funny. I do laugh at that question inside my head. But thank you, Naughty, for sending in that question. Maybe when I visit you in Vegas. Maybe. Julio and Cameron asks, are you going to get a better router? And also, are you going to trim those bushy eyebrows? I already answered this in another fucking question. What do you want from me, Fluffy? Am I going to get a better router? I love the router I have. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Fluffy. I mean, the router that I have is, it's a very powerful router. It was like $200 or something like that. I forget the name of it, though. So, thank you for sending in that question, Fluffy. Let's Skip says, nudes or GTFO? I'm going to have to say GTFO. Next question comes from, Native Knight. He says, what is your favorite waffle? I really like the cinnamon waffles. Like, the cinnamon ones are really good, really tasty, and, I don't know, I also like the chocolate chip waffles, too. Those are really, really good, too. Thank you, Kaz, for sending in that question. Noble Hazard says, how nice is your hair on a Tuesday on a scale from 1 to 10? I can't really say that my hair is the best in the world. I'm not going to brag about my hair, but, I would have to say around a 7 or an 8, maybe. I really can't rate my hair because I don't look at it a lot, and sometimes I really can give too less of a shit. But I really like the way my hair is now. I really like it. But thank you, Noble, for sending in that question. Gabe, aka Arrow Hazard, asks, if I buy a professional basketball athlete to shave your brows, will you let it happen? What? This is the third fucking question that relates to my fucking eyebrows. Like, Jesus. It depends. To be honest, it depends on what basketball athlete. If you can get LeBron James or Chris Bosh or Dwayne Wade to do it, I will gladly do it. Do not let Kobe Bryant near my eyebrows, though. Do not let Kobe Bryant by any means near my eyebrows. I do not like him whatsoever. So, thank you, Gabe, for sending in that question. Toys R Us says, when and will you get an Xbox One? Eventually, I will have an Xbox One eventually, but as of right now, I'm continuing to stay with the 360 games instead of the One for now. Eventually, I'll have the One, though. Do not worry, Toys. I'll eventually be in the One with you. Thank you for sending in that question. Steve the Seawolf says, why did you start YouTube? Why was I your inspiration? Keyword is I. And also, what color are my dad's underwear? If I had to guess what color your dad's underwear are, I would have to say blue? I don't know. I mean, your family seems to like blue as far as like what you're telling me. And then, why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube just because I thought it would be a cool experience to connect with people around the world and do stuff like that. And, you know, and just connect with people under common ground, you know. Because, you know, like we both make videos, we collab together, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that, Steve. And why was I your inspiration? I'm not going to directly say that you were my direct inspiration, Steve, but you are an inspiration in some way, Steve. You definitely inspired me that the young age is starting to come through and starting to become a lot nicer in this community. You have definitely inspired me in that way. Thank you, Steve, for sending in that question, buddy. Fried Ice Cream says, have you ever eaten fried ice cream? If so, what flavor? Never eaten fried ice cream in my life. If I had to eat fried ice cream ever, probably fried Oreo, if any, because I would probably not enjoy any other fried ice cream ever, because, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it doesn't really mix. I mean, I really can't say, but thank you for sending in that question, Fried Ice Cream. Critic Lord asks, out of the whole year, what were your favorite moments, and who are you thankful to have met over the year? I did kind of mention this on Twitter. I met a lot of people over this year, some big names such as Wretched, Suda, and obviously some of the smaller people like Narwhal and Domination and company, as well as Jinx. And out of the whole year, my favorite moments, I have to say, one of my favorite moments was making the Terminator video. That was definitely one of my favorite moments. The only reason I loved doing that video was because it just turned out really well, and to me it was the best minigame I ever came up with, and it was just a lot of fun to play, and everyone was like so interactive with it. And I am thankful to meet these following people. Wretched, Suda, even though I didn't really talk to Suda that much, but I got to meet him, which was nice. I'm thankful for meeting Narwhal. The only reason I'm thankful for meeting Narwhal is because without him, I would not have met a lot of other people out there. And including, I actually wouldn't have met Bree without Narwhal, because I probably wouldn't have been searching through YouTubers and stuff, and I'm really thankful to meet Bree. To be honest, I'm really thankful, because, you know, like, there's not a lot of people like Bree out there, to be completely honest, and it's quite amazing to meet someone with that personality, I suppose, and I know she's sitting in the call right now listening to me say this. And I hear her giggling in the background. That's another thing I like about you, your giggle. Your giggle is very sweet. Thank you, Krydik, for sending in that question. AVA Gaming says, how did you start getting into hosting tourneys, and what is your most memorable one and most memorable player? I started getting into hosting tournaments because on the Super Bowl day, actually, I was sitting around doing absolutely nothing. I was bored out of my ass, nothing to do. And then I had Microsoft points lying around, and I didn't need it because I had the season pass and stuff like that already. And I'm just like, hey, I'm going to not give this to my friends at home. I figured I'd give them to random-ass people that I don't even know at all. So I'm going to host a tournament, and it actually turned out to be really good. And my friend Wicked Warrior, who is the most memorable player that I've had, he was the winner of that tournament too. And he said, why don't I start recording these tournaments with you? And I'm like, sure. Then we started getting into the professional aspects of the tournaments, 4v4s and stuff like that. And then ever since, I've been podcasting and doing a lot of that stuff. And definitely my most memorable player is Wicked. Just because he's won all those fucking tournaments, which is absolutely amazing. He's won like 12 or 13 of my tournaments I've hosted, which is like almost half the ones I hosted, which is ridiculous. Most memorable one, I would have to say the 12th tournament I hosted. I mean, this was on my old channel, this was not on my new one, but it was just such a close game, and then like the comeback was just absolutely real. Wicked made like a ridiculous comeback. It was just absolutely awesome, and I think, and the funny thing was the reaction of the guy that was actually winning. I forget his name, but he was winning like by like 2 or 3 kills, and then he got so mad that he got comebacked on hard, and it was really funny. And thank you, AVA Gaming, for sending in that question. B-Dog the Pro says, how do you see your channel doing a year from now? A year from now, I'm hoping to be at around 2,000, maybe between 2 and 3,000. That would be great. I mean, I'm not really sure as far as like what I'm gonna do when I get to college and stuff and all that. As far as like, if I'm gonna continue YouTube continuously or if I'm gonna do it every once in a while. So it may slow down the production a little bit, but I really honestly don't know, B-Dog. But thank you for sending in those that question, B-Dog. So now we're gonna move on to the YouTube comments. So we're going to start with Drawing King. What are your plans for next year on YouTube? Follow-up question. On a scale from 1 to 10, what is your favorite letter of the alphabet? I'm going to answer the follow-up question first. On a scale from 1 to 10, my favorite letter is the letter Z. I feel like Z is an underestimated letter. People underrate it a lot, and my favorite letter is Z just because I have 4 of them in my name, which is awesome. And what are your plans for next year on YouTube? Well, as of right now, I'm just going to continue to upload as best as I possibly can, try to get some new games, and try to continue to upload those as best as I possibly can. So thank you, Drawing King, for sending in that question. Domination asks, would you rather wake up sore and naked with no memory from the night before next to a Burger King telling you you had it your way, or wake up next to Ronald McDonald telling you that you were loving it, and also, also, did you think you would meet us as many people as you have through YouTube? Wow, Dom, that's a pretty long-ass question, Dom. I would have to say, probably the Burger King option sounds a little bit better. I can't take this question seriously. Dom, Jesus. I would have to say the Burger King because at least I had it my way, I suppose. Like, I did it my way instead of somebody else's way. I mean, I really don't know, to be honest, and I hate Ronald McDonald, so I'm definitely not going to love McDonald's for any time soon. So, and also, did you think that you would meet as many people as you did through YouTube? I honestly did not think I was going to meet this many people through YouTube. Like, meeting you, meeting Bree, Drawing King, and Trollsiv recently, Geoxys, and Wretched, and all of them. I really did not think I was going to meet all those guys, and I'm really grateful for meeting these people, and for helping me make it through my first year, and it's been an awesome first year, like, as far as meeting people. Thank you, Dom, for sending in that question. Uncopy for You has sent me a question. By the way, before I answer this question, if you don't know who Uncopy for You is, they are an awesome kick-ass music channel that posts great fucking music, and I use a lot of their music in my videos, and I link them in the description pretty much every single upload that I do, and it is a privilege to receive a question from these guys. 7,000 subscribers on their channel. Be sure to go check them out. I'll put a link in the description below for them especially. So Uncopy for You, the music channel, asks, what is the reason you started with creating YouTube videos? And congrats, man. Thank you, Uncopy for You. I appreciate it. The reason I started with creating YouTube videos, I kind of stated this before, but I'm going to try to elaborate this a little bit better than I did. But the reason I started with creating YouTube videos is because, like, I really thought that I can really get into the whole aspect of it, and I've watched other people over the years, such as like Rooster Teeth and H2O Delirious, not Vanon, screw him, and then several other YouTubers out there and how they do their styles and stuff like that. And when I started to get into making the videos in general, I thought they were coming out really well. So I really wanted to get into creating YouTube videos and stuff and connecting with people around the globe. The main reason is connecting with the people. That's the main reason why I'm starting with YouTube videos, Uncopy for You. Thank you, Uncopy for You, for sending in that question. Be sure to go check them out on YouTube. They got an awesome music channel. You can even use their music that they have. Such great uncopyrighted music. Absolutely amazing. High Caliber asks, what if you were gay? If I were gay, what would happen if I were gay? To be honest, I really don't know if what would happen if I were gay. I guess life would just be as normal as it ever. Normal would be as it would ever. Wow, I can't even fucking talk. I meant to say, life would just be normal, I suppose. And then, if I were gay, I'd probably prefer to live alone then, Caliber, if that's the case. I mean, I really don't know how to answer this. There's nothing against gays whatsoever. I'm not discriminating them by any means, but I'm just saying my opinion. I would rather live by myself instead of being gay, I guess. So thank you, Caliber, for sending in that question. Jackson Brazil has said, what was the game of your childhood? Mine was Kung Fu Chaos. I don't even know. Number one, I don't know what the fuck Kung Fu Chaos is, number one. And number two, what was the game of your childhood? Definitely the games of my childhood were definitely the Mario games. Like, every single Mario game that came out, I was buying it, including, like, the Mario Party games and and just a lot of games in general. Mario Party 4 had to be my favorite childhood game, as well as Mario Kart 64. I actually got Mario Kart 64 when I was 4 years old. I started playing video games at 4 years old. It's been over 14 years plus of gaming now, which is absolutely amazing for me. I never thought I'd game that much. And yeah, Mario Party 4 was definitely my favorite because it was always this fun minigame. It was like a cannon minigame or something. I wish I had a screenshot. I'll try to get a screenshot on screen maybe for a little bit. But thank you, Jackson Brazil, for sending in that question. Jinx has another question for me. She says, it's the apocalypse. You can only have 3 people with you to survive. 1 fictional character, 1 celebrity, and 1 person you know. 1 person you know, and who would you choose? If I have to say the 3 people, the 1 celebrity, I would choose Arnold Schwarzenegger because I love Arnold Schwarzenegger's like I'll Be Back phase, and I was a big Terminator fan back in the day, and he's personally one of my favorite celebrities, as well as James Franco and Dave Franco. Those guys are awesome as well. And my 1 fictional character, to be honest, I really don't know. There was a lot of great fictional characters out there. Mario is definitely one. Bowser was another. Oh man, it's gonna be really hard for me to choose a fictional character just because, like, there's just so many of them that were just, like, amazing. If I had to choose 1, I would have to say Mario, I guess. I guess we're the most relatable, and he can do the Super Mario accent really well, and, you know, because he's Mario. And the 1 person I know... the 1 person that I know 1 person I would choose. Like, back in the past, I knew 1 person I would choose immediately, but now, like, as the months went on, it's now more of a who's really been there for me the most, and the person I can really trust the most now. I mean, to be honest, my friends have been kind of going through an anarchy stage right now, so I can't really trust them at the moment. So if I had to say anybody, I would have to say Bree.
I'm gonna die.
You gonna die of laughter? You gonna die? Oh man. Yeah. I figured we're gonna die. I mean, at least we die together. At least we die together. I mean, so yeah, just like I said, I would say Bree, just because, like, out of everybody out there, she's the 1 person I can trust the most, even if we die in the first day, to be completely honest. But it's it was a tough decision to make as far as making that one person that you can really trust in general. But thank you, Bree, for sending in a second question. That was she actually sent in 2 questions, which is absolutely amazing. Useful Cheese asks, when are you coming to Australia? And if you are, can I force feed you kangaroo meat? You can force feed me kangaroo meat. You do have my permission, and I will come to Australia soon to try to visit you during the summer or something like that. Thank you, Cheese, for sending in that question. The B&HD says, when are we going to meet up, IRL? I really don't know when we're going to meet up, B. I've been really busy lately, and we'll meet up in Morristown soon, buddy. I promise. Yeah, we'll make that happen. And thank you for sending in that question, B. B-Dog the Pro says, do you think you would get the amount of subs you have? To be honest, I really don't think I was going to get this amount of subs, to be completely honest. I really thought at this point of time I would have been at like 300, 400 because my video editing back in the day sucked. And then once I get Sony Vegas, I really rose a lot more than I expected. So yeah, I didn't really expect to get this amount of subs, and it's pretty awesome to have this amount. Thank you for sending in that question, B-Dog the Pro. Breathing Spoon says, I got 2 questions. 1, are you going to get an Xbox One? 2, remember when you said I could have a shout out, please? Pretty please. I will give you that shout out, Breathing Spoon. But first, to answer your first question, I already went over the Xbox One question. I will potentially get it in the future. I will be playing it soon. But right now, I'm staying on the 360. And shout out to Briefing Spoon for sending in this question. He's been a good friend of mine. Still on my friends list. Still a Day 1 loyal. Thank you, Briefing Spoon, for sending that in. And he actually sent in one more, and he says, what is your real name? This is the last question for our Q&A. He said, my real name is Anthony. That's my first name. Matthew is my middle name, and Azizo is my last name. Azizo is spelled A-Z-Z-I-Z-Z-O, and there's 4 Z's in the last name, which is why I named myself Escape the 4Z in the first place, because the 4 Z's in my last name, and then I figured I'd put Escape the 4Z, and then just because I used to listen to a lot of Escape the Fate, and then I just like grew off that, and then I just figured I'd put the name down, so I thought it'd be a cool idea. But thank you guys for sending in these questions. All the people that have sent me questions will be linked down below in the description. Be sure to check all those guys out. I'm going to have a lot of links in the description below. Thank you guys for sending these questions, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. The next video is probably going to be a kill cams video. Unfortunately, with my MW3 video, I've been having a lot of trouble making that, so it will either be delayed or it won't be posted at all. So I guess my 750 subscribers video will be this, I guess. So thank you guys for helping me reach 750 subscribers and helping me make it through my first year of YouTube. It's been a great ride, and I'm hoping that the future is going to be even better. So be sure to leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of how I answered these questions, or if I missed a question, for God's sakes, I'm sorry. If I missed your question, I do apologize. I will try to answer some more questions in the next Q&A. This was a pretty relatively long video, so thank you guys for submitting questions and etc., and I'll see you guys later. Peace!